Man, that's like a nice ice cold cocktail, huh?
Yeah, but you know what? There were cocktails made before ice.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna show you, but before I do, click the link and subscribe.
All right, Dad, before we get into this, I need to know what you're talking about when you say that these cocktails were made before ice.
Well, clearly there was ice, right? But it wasn't readily available. So there were some places that you just couldn't have access to ice.
All right, everybody, the first cocktail of the day is gonna be the Sazerac, invented in the mid-1800s.
And we're gonna use this absinthe, and I want you to taste this. But we're gonna rinse this. This is...
You want me to taste that?
Yeah,
No,
I want you to taste it.
I'm not tasting it.
I want you to taste it. Taste it. Tell me the first thing that comes in.
It tastes like licorice and shit together.
Yeah. Well, so absinthe is something that is predominantly used in cocktails like this, and the Sazerac is known for it. First in, sugar cube. We're gonna use a little water, and then we're gonna get to the bitters. We're gonna give that a muddle right in the bottom of the glass. Isn't that nice? And then traditionally, this was made with rye. There's also stories and history to cognac being used in the Sazerac, but our original version is made with rye whiskey.
Okay.
Right? Rye whiskey.
How old is that bottle?
It's got a wax. It's got wax on it. I know, I didn't make the bottle. Okay, a couple ounces. Actually, we won't go too hard on this. We're just gonna go.
This is gonna be.
That's it. So now we're gonna mix this up. Right, we got the sugar in the bottom. I'm sure that we're going to garnish this and give it a little extra, little lemon. Hang on. Ooh, there you go. All right. I'm gonna put that in a shot glass.
This is.
You like it? I'm thinking you're like it. It's sweet. It's gotta be sweet. It's got sugar in it. It's got a whole sugar cube in it.
It's burning my nostrils. Oh my God. That's definitely not sweet. That's strong. That's hot. It's strong.
I like it. Well, that's got some bite to it. I actually like that. We're gonna put this aside. I'm gonna come back to this one.
No, we're dumping that one out. Next cocktail up.
Ratafia. The Ratafia cocktail is being scaled down to make one serving in this glass. Typically it's made in some sort of big punch bowl. So you have your sugar cube in there, and you have peaches, almond. Not sure how that's gonna break down, but we're gonna do that. And we're gonna use this apricot jam, warm water, and then some more of our Péchant bitters.
Now there is an ingredient that the original recipe has, but it's illegal now. Do you know what it is?
Yeah, some sort of a whale dung.
It's called ambergris, and it's literally the goo that comes off of whales on shore.
Is goo dung? No whale was harmed in the creation of this cocktail. So we're muddling this out pretty silly. All right, so we're doing this grandpa style, just putting a bunch of stuff in there, mixing it, and we're gonna put some American whiskey on here. Another bottle with a wax top.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. This is a malt whiskey. So the difference between whiskey and bourbon is the mash. So in bourbon, it's heavy corn, 51% at least corn. In a whiskey like this is probably mostly malt. This could be mostly malt or barley. We're using American single malt whiskey. Yeah, you know what? You can handle this because it's got so much sweet in it.
I think I'll be okay. I've had worse.
Bottoms up. You could probably make that a meal. So much stuff
Half
in
an
there.
almond in there.
Half an almond, peaches, sugar.
It's warm. Doesn't feel like it should be warm.
Well, I put warm water in it. The recipe calls for warm water too. How is
Tastes
it?
like warm whiskey.
Let me see. Maybe it's the first version of a toddy.
Or was it supposed to be a splash?
That's interesting.
It's not. I mean, it's not terrible.
It's not terrible. The flavors go well
jelly
together.
helps.
I just would like it with some ice, but here we are in the 1800s, and
No ice.
we don't have any ice, so
We do.
we're going with what we got, which is no ice.
The apricot and almond does present itself.
together?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
good.
does. Good.
Cool. Cheers.
Thank God we have ice because those suck.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather have these cocktails with ice.
Yeah. It just feels like something's missing, and it's ice.
Ice.
And the last pre-ice cocktail is gonna be
A brandy cocktail. So, key ingredient here is brandy. I'm gonna make this in a mixing glass, pour it in a coupe glass. Not really sure how this was originally created in the mid-1800s, but we're gonna go with our instinct. So, a couple ounces of the brandy. This original recipe we read called for a wine glass of brandy. That seems like a lot of brandy, right? So, we've got that, we've got some bitters, and we've got some simple syrup. It calls for gum syrup. I'm gonna use simple syrup, which I guess a gum syrup would be more of a thicker, denser based sugar syrup. And then I didn't realize Curacao, blue Curacao, was around in the mid 1800s, but evidently it is.
That's not 2 dashes.
It's green. What do you mean? Well, it's green. All right, little lemon juice. How could there be blue? Okay.
But they said they called for 1 to 2 dashes,
Right.
not.
It's still gonna make it green, right? I got lemon in here, I got yellow and blue. What's yellow and blue make? Somebody, right? Very good.
Is it green?
Well, we made green, right? Now we're gonna pour it, strain it, dry, warm.
Yummy. Okay, bottoms up.
No ice, that's the theme.
Ooh.
Staying with it. How's that one?
Oh, that's the worst one today.
Really?
Yeah, that's not good. Oh. That is terrible.
Wow.
That's terrible.
Guys, don't make this drink.
No, that's so bad.
Oh wow, it's bad. Okay, so what could he have done wrong?
Brandy, just the combination just tastes terrible. Brandy and the bitters and the curacao.
That's bad.
Yeah, that's not
wow.
good.
That might be one of the top 3
Maybe one of the
worst
worst
drinks
drinks
we've
ever
ever
made.
made. Squeegee.
That's it for today. Everybody leave a comment below if you want to try some of these out or if you have other suggestions for us, but
Don't try this one. Do we have to leave on this note?
as
on a
always,
bad note like this?
we do. Like, subscribe, share.
Cheers.